Hi everyone. So we're going to get into your Gmail account through Google. So I'm going to open up the Google Chrome web browser. And when I do that, I'm going to head on over to google.ca. And when I'm there, top right hand corner right here is that sign in button. I'm going to click on sign in. And because this is my computer, it's sitting here knowing who I am. So it's my first name underscore last name at bgcdsb.org, my password, and I'm in. So as soon as I'm in, I can get to my mail a couple of ways. I can either use this mail, the word mail sitting right here, which is great. I can do that. When I click on that, it takes me to my board email. Okay, I'm in. Or many of you, I'm just going to go back one step, are familiar with what's sitting beside the mail. Is this Google Apps waffle or Rubik's Cube. And if I click on it, I can look up for the mail icon. Either way, I can get into my email. When I'm here, this is what my email will look like. It's pretty clean, pretty fresh. On the left-hand side is some of my folders that I could have set up. There's also the compose button when I want to start a new email. In the middle of my email, what it looks like is that some of those are the messages that I've received. Awesome. And on the right-hand side is the date. So first things first, all the things that we're going to do today, we're going to feature on using some general tools and tips in Gmail. So to get started, I'm just going to compose a mail message. I clicked on the compose button. I start typing to Mark. I'm going to say this is a testing email, and I will write my message in the body of this email. Now you can see a few things here that we're going to work on today. I've already set up my email signature right here, this Leslie Borkamp bit, in email signatures. And it's important to do that so then every single time I don't have to place my contact information or where to find me. The same is true for you. We need to set that up for you. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. What I also want to show you while we're just sitting in this email message is some tools and tips at the bottom. So I can attach a file by using the paperclip. I can attach a file from my computer if I so choose. What's really nice is that inserting files right from my Google Drive is right here. So if I click the Google Drive icon, my Google Drive account pops up. That's pretty nice, sitting right here. And again, I can look in all the different places that I normally can in my Google Drive. Okay, shared with me, recent. I can also insert a photo. So either one that I have taken on my computer, or if I know the web address of that photo, I can insert that there. I can insert a link. So if I wanted them to go to our board webpage, I can do that. And there's the link. I'm just actually going to remove that right now. If I wanted to insert an emoji, if the message of my email, decided that I needed that, then I could do that as well. So for today, I'm going to pretend that I'm all done. I'm going to give Mark a smile, and I am going to send this message. Now, what I want you to watch is the top here. It says, your message has been sent. Undo and view message. Now, this is key, folks, because I'm going to pretend that I forgot to add an attachment. How many of you have done this? There's that undo button. I'm going to click on undo. See, it says sending has been undone. Say what? So you maybe thought later, oh, I didn't really word that very well. Let me undo that. No problem. I can do that in Google Gmail. So the sending has been undone. Awesome. I can now go down here and attach that file that I had said that I needed to put in this message. Okay. So how did I do that? How did I get that feature to work? A few things. I found that in the settings tool, and I'm going to get there by using this gear cog. So in the top right hand corner, a funny little thing looks like a gear cog. I'm going to scroll down to the um, settings there. And right now, there's a whole bunch of settings here at the top. So general, labels, inbox, and so on and so forth. Today, what we're going to feature this video is just on the tools, on some of the tools under this general heading. So, middle of the page right here, there's that undo send, there's the magic. I have clicked to enable that. The default when you do click to enable that is 10 seconds. Well, I don't know about you, but that is too short of a time period for me. My brain can't think that fast sometimes. So I like to bump that up to 30 seconds. I need every second I can if I want to undo a send. In here, the next two down from there is default text style. I have played around with some of the way that the text fonts here, the size, the color, and this is what I think I would like my messages to look like when I compose them. So I can play with that and you can set yours here too. Another thing that I'd like you to see is that I've actually turned the conversation view off. And conversation view means that if I am in an email message and what it's naturally going to do in my inbox is that it's going to group all those email messages under one another, basically in one line. I don't like that. I like to see them on their each own line separately. So that's my personal preference. You can find out what you like, and that is under the conversation view. As I scroll down, I'm looking now for to my picture. I've already uploaded a picture to my Google account way back when, and I have decided that I'm okay with making my picture visible to anyone. If you don't want a picture, no worries. You don't have to upload a picture. You can just have your first initial, your letter block sitting when people see your email. What I do want you to focus on today is also the signature part. The no signature is usually how it is defaulted to when you first open your Gmail account. We need you, to make a signature. We need to know who you are, where you're from. If you put in a support ticket, what school are you at? What grade do you teach? We need to know all that information. So if you could, I clicked on the bottom button underneath, no signature, and I've created my signature here. Now, you don't have to create a signature just like I did. I was playing around with things. You can literally say, you can just do some typing and, make your signature however you want it to look, right? Okay, so all that jazz, all right? When you're finished with that, it sits there ready to use. I like to click the button below again saying inserting this anytime I reply or anytime I compose a message. The other little thing, the last little thing we're going to look under in this settings for general to get you started is this vacation responder. Sometimes we need to go away and we need to be out of the office or be away from our schools and we can't reply to a message. We need to let those folks know we're not able to respond. So by enabling the vacation responder, I've turned it on. You can set the date, okay, and say when it ends. I've penned a little message here. And when I'm all done, because I have made some changes now into my settings, I actually have to click Save Changes. And that's something that we're not used to in Google, but we're going to do it. Save Changes. Voila, I am done. Lickety split. So now when I go to compose that message, I can click the unsend button if I wanted to. Again, I'm going to click on mark. I'm going to go up here. Oh, there's the message. I can view it again or I can undo it. Awesome. There it is. So now if I'm done penning that message, I'm going to close it. It's going to live because I haven't saved it or haven't sent it in here in my drafts. There are the drafts of my some of my messages. All right. One other thing I want to show you, the last thing I'd like to show you is the look of your inbox and how you might want to change that. Again, here's going to go over to that gear cog and the settings tool. I'm going to click on it. The default is comfortable. That's the way it looks right now. When I click cozy, I want you to see what happens. Did you see how everything just bumped right up a minute? So I'm going to go back to comfortable. There, here comes cozy. Cozy just makes it a little bit smaller. Now here comes compact. Again, even more messages on a page. You have your personal preferences, I have mine. I liked mine to be comfortable because I like that size of font when I'm reading on a screen. Another thing you can look at in here is your configure your inbox. So if I were to click that, this is where we can play around with it or we can leave it just as it is. The setting is right now it's primary. This is which we can say which messages go where. If we want Gmail to start filtering our messages, we can do that by clicking on some changes. So I've done that. So it's going to, again, filter some of my messages. It's basically doing some searching for me. And now it's divided them into those three components that I said. So here's all my primary things. Here's anything that Gmail thinks it's social. So some Twitter, that kind of thing. Here's things that are promotions. Somebody wants me to buy something. So it has done that for me. Now, you might like that, you might not. That's your choice. You can set it up however you would like. Gmail can be personalized. How did I find that again? Let's say I don't like it now that I've set it up. No worries. Go back to the settings gear cog. I'm going to go back to configure my inbox and I can just click those away and include primary like it already was. Bam and bam. All right. That's it for now. That is a quick lesson on how to use Gmail just to get you started. There's going to be more tips and tricks coming your way really, really soon, and we'll dive into all the amazing things in Gmail. Have a great day.